What's up, you guys? Namicon here, bringing you my perspective of what entertainment is bringing us. And welcome to a brand new episode of Worthy or Not, where I take any video game character as to whether they are worthy or not of joining Super Smash Bros. And today we'll be talking about an interesting one. Who this character isn't the main character of the game, but she this character is important enough in the game that we're talking about. And this character we're talking about is Melia Antiqua from Xenoblade Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles, when it first came out in Japan, it was widely praised, and fans have been petitioning and begging for a Western release, and until until 2012 when this thing called Operation Rainfall came out. So they not only they got Xenoblade Chronicles, they also got the last story, and there's one more game. I forgot what it was called. Let me know in the comments down below what the third one was called. So it was Xenoblade Chronicles, the last story, and yeah, I have no idea what the third one was. But anyways, yeah, so Xenoblade Chronicles is the stars with Shulk, who is in Smash already. Shulk is pretty much the main protagonist of the game. He lives in a town called he lives in a town called Colony 9, where he where it was where it was a nice and peaceful town. He was trying to get scrapped to to, to get some money until it was in his whole town was invaded by Mechon. And because he was so mad about that, he decided to take revenge. He decided to go look for kill every single Mechon he can find. Now he doesn't do it alone. He also does it with Rain, Dunban, Ricky, Charla, and the character we're going to talk about today, Melia Antiqua. Melia Antiqua is sort of an interesting case where she's not the main character of the game, obviously, but she's actually more important to Xenoblade Chronicles than people think. Like she's not only a human, she's also a Telethia, and she's considered royalty in her kind. So as for her weaponry, her weaponry is a staff. She not only can use it for physical attacks, she mostly uses her staff for magic abilities. And I think those magic abilities can absolutely stand out above most of the roster in Smash. Now, as do I now for Melia, do I think she's worthy of joining Smash? I don't know, to be honest. See, here's the thing. Like I said, she's not the main character of the game, but she's an extremely important character in Xenoblade Chronicles. But she has a pretty steep competition, even in the Xenoblade Chronicle. Not only in the Xenoblade Chronicles universe, but in the first party department as well. There's Mario, there's Pokemon, there's Zelda, Donkey Kong, and then there's Kirby, and then there's Xenoblade. There all those five franchises. They do. I think they have a shot of for getting a character in the second Fighters Pass or DLC. But I for one think Xenoblade character is the most likely one of the bunch. Because it Sakurai has stated that he really wanted Rex in the game, but he couldn't due to bad timing. But the thing is, does he still want Rex in the game? Hmm, that's an interesting one. I think it all depends on both Nintendo, Sakurai, and Monolith Soft as to whether they still want Rex in the game. Because as of this video currently, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is still the best selling game in the Xenoblade franchise. but it has been out for like 2 to 3 years. So yeah, it has been out for quite some time. So yeah, like I said, Melia has some pretty steep competition with not only Rex but Cosmos and Elma from Xenoblade Chronicles X. And there's also Fiora, also from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, which because Fiora was also in Project Crosszone too. And so yeah, there's some really steep competition between her and Melia. But it's not that I want Melia. It's not that I want Melia the most out of them. I personally want. I personally, out of all the Xenoblade characters, I want Fiora the most because her she's a dual wielding. She's a dual wielder. We don't have that in Smash, and that'd be super. And not only that, Fiora's freaking. She's a fucking mechon. Who doesn't want a fucking mechon in Smash? That'd be amazing. Now, now in terms of in terms of a stage, there's a lot. There's a lot to bring into in terms of specifically for Xenoblade Chronicles One. You could bring in Colony 9, Era C, the and the other the where the place where the Mechon lives. I forgot the name of the place. And there's a I think it was called Tephra Cave where most of the Telephia are. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's in terms of stages, there's quite a bit to choose from, specifically from the first game. Now, as for music, this is an interesting one. There's 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 a lot of Xenoblade music that we're actually missing, such as Unfinished Battle. That's a pretty obvious one. We need that song in Smash. Like I don't understand how that song is not in Smash. And there's also the Final Boss theme song, Zanza the Divine, which and then there's Visions of the Future, where that song is used whenever Shulk reacts to a vision. Like I know that song is pretty annoying to hear, but the song is still a blast to hear. And then there's also quite a bit. We're also missing a lot of songs from Xenoblade Chronicles too, such as Counterattack, Incoming, Crossing Swords, Exploration, Battle in the Skies Above, Driver versus Monster Surprise You, and even some from Xenoblade Chronicles X. Like I think Melia could bring a couple of quite a bit of songs from the Xenoblade franchise. Now, why do I think Melia is the most likely one of the bunch? Simple. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition came out this year. Nintendo of America, despite releasing for a few months, are still promoting the game, and they're treating Melia as if she's the main character of this new epilogue called Future Connected. They're treating Monolith Soft is treating her as if she's the main character of the game of that epilogue. So I honestly think it all depends on Nintendo. Like I know Monolith Soft are I think they're cleaning towards Cosmos because there was a recent poster where Cosmos was front and center. But I think that I also think that all that depends on Namco too, since Namco owns the rights to Cosmos. But I honestly think that wouldn't be a problem since Cosmos has been in quite a bit of quite a bit of crossovers. So yeah, I, it's not that I think Melia is. It's not that I don't think Melia is worthy of joining Smash. Is that she has a lot to offer in terms of move sets, but it lets it's an interesting case where she has a really steep competition with Rex, Fiora, Cosmos, Alma. Yeah, she has a really steep competition, but the what I'm trying to say is a Xenoblade character. We're getting a Xenoblade character. We're definitely getting a Xenoblade character. That's what I'm betting on. Whether it's Melia or the others that I'm mentioning, it's a I think it's a win for every single any Xenoblade fan because oh boy, do I feel really bad for the Xenoblade fans because all they have is Shulk and just a couple of just a couple of songs we got for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that isn't enough. And there's there's quite a bit of spirits that we're missing from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which actually surprised me. Otherwise, do you actually think we're getting a Xenoblade character, or do you think Melia is worthy of joining Smash? Are you on board with it, or are you not? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not, and make sure you follow my Twitter, Discord, and Instagram down in the description down below. This is Namicon, and I'll see you next time.